Welcome everyone to our exciting session on crafting custom wooden swords in what we are proudly calling our Crafting Strength Workshop. Today we're diving deep into a unique fusion of artistry and masculinity, where creativity meets craftsmanship. If you've ever fantasized about wielding your own creation, then you're in exactly the right place. By the end of this experience, you will not only have your very own custom wooden sword, but also a newfound appreciation for the skills involved in woodworking and artistry. Now, let's start by setting the scene a bit. Craftsmanship has a long-standing tradition tied closely to the essence of masculinity. Historically, skills like woodworking not only provided a means of survival, but also allowed individuals to express their creativity and strength. In our modern context, these crafts serve both practical purposes and invoke a sense of pride, community, and accomplishment. Today, as we craft a wooden sword, we're not just making an object. We're embracing a tradition that reveals so much about who we are. So why a wooden sword, you might ask? A sword symbolizes strength, honor, and artistry. The act of creating something so iconic offers not just the thrill of crafting, but also a tangible piece of history that you can hold in your hands. Custom wooden swords can serve various purposes. They can be decorative, functional, or even a prop for cosplay. Regardless of your intention, this workshop will equip you with the right skills to bring your vision to life. Let's get into the materials we'll need for this workshop. The first thing on our list is wood. For our swords, we recommend using a hardwood like maple or oak. Both provide durability and have a beautiful grain that will shine through once we finish the project. If you're feeling adventurous, you could also explore softer woods like pine for a lighter sword. When choosing wood, think about the final aesthetic you desire. The type of wood will play a significant role in the appearance and functionality of your sword. Next, don't forget the tools. For this project, you'll need a bandsaw or a jigsaw, chisels, a plane, sandpaper, and wood glue. If you're new to woodworking, don't worry. We'll guide you through the process every step of the way. There's something incredibly satisfying about using tools and working with your hands to create something uniquely yours. Once you have your materials ready, the first step is to design your sword. I encourage you to take a moment for this part. Spend some time sketching out what you envision your sword to look like. Are you going for a classic medieval look or maybe a more sleek, modern design? Your imagination is your only limit here. Remember, what makes your sword special is how it reflects your personal style. When you're happy with your design, it's time to transfer it to the wood. Using a pencil, trace out your design on the wooden board. This tracing will serve as a guide once we start cutting. Ensure you're using a quality pencil and that the lines are clear. It makes a big difference when you're cutting. Now let's talk about the process of cutting the wood. Using a bandsaw can be particularly effective here as it allows for precise and clean cuts. If you're using a jigsaw, be sure to use fine teeth for smoother cuts. Take your time during this stage. Remember, it's better to make slow, careful cuts rather than rushing and ruining your piece. As you cut, you'll feel connections forming between you and your creation, a tangible sense of craftsmanship. Once you've cut out the rough shape of your sword, it's time for smoothing things out. This part elevates your project, turning it from a rough shape into something refined. Grab your plane and sandpaper. You'll want to start sanding with a coarser grit and gradually move to finer grits. Pay attention to the edges as you'll need to ensure that everything feels smooth and comfortable to hold. Sanding can take some time, but trust me, this is where your sword truly starts to come to life. As you're sanding, think of all the significance behind your craft. Each stroke of the sandpaper is a testament to the strength and skill you are cultivating. As you work, don't shy away from channeling that masculine energy through your craftsmanship. Remember, this sword is not just a wooden piece. It's a reflection of you and your journey. Once you're satisfied with the shape and texture, let's move on to the finishing touches. This is where we bring out the beauty in the wood. You have several options here. You could apply a wood stain to enhance its grain and color, or simply leave it natural. If you choose to stain, ensure you follow the instructions of the specific product you're using. Apply the stain evenly and allow it to dry fully before moving on to the next step. Applying a protective finish is vital too. A clear coat of polyurethane or varnish will safeguard your sword from environmental damage while also adding a beautiful sheen. Just remember, with any finishing material, Work in a well-ventilated area to avoid those strong fumes. Now, for those of you who might be interested in enhancing your sword's design further, what about adding embellishments? This could include the addition of leather grips on the handle or a wooden pommel for that added touch of detail. This part allows you to really personalize your sword. Think creatively about how to make it uniquely your own. Would you want to add carvings, symbols, or even your initials? Remember, every extra detail tells a story. Let's talk about the pride you will feel once your project is complete. Crafting your wooden sword isn't just about the physical object. It's about the journey of creation. It instills a sense of accomplishment that resonates deeply. Each sword, crafted with care, serves as a reminder of your dedication, patience, and artistry. When you display your custom wooden sword at home, it can be a conversation starter, a symbol of your creativity and a beacon of craftsmanship that you can be proud of. Imagine sharing the story of its creation with family and friends, discussing every detail from the careful selection of wood to the final protective coat that gives it life. As we conclude our workshop, remember that craftsmanship is a deeply masculine art, rooted in tradition, but also a space to explore your creativity. I invite you to carry this spirit of creation beyond just crafting swords. Let it inspire you to take on more projects and dive deeper into the world of woodworking. Before you go, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more grassroots crafting tutorials and artistic endeavors. Your feedback is invaluable and helps us bring you even more exciting workshops. We hope to see you again in our next session where we explore new creative projects and continue to build our skills together. Unleash your creativity, embrace the art of craftsmanship, and keep growing in strength. Thank you for joining us today in this extraordinary experience. Happy crafting!